Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to the Rike Center for today's Ohio Athletic Conference volleyball matchup featuring the visiting Knights of Heidelberg University and your Otterbein University Cardinals. At this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and help us honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Today's participants, first the non-starters for Heidelberg. Number 2, Maya Morris. Number 3, Alyssa Cruzy. Number 4, Sydney Moore. Number 6, Alyssa Edmond. Number 7, Cassie Wheeler. Number 8, Jessica Bird. Number 9, Erin Chapin. Number 11, Marissa Day. Number 12, Ashley Hasselbeck. Number 13, Samantha Madison. Number 15, Alara Stiltner. Number 16, Lexi Whitney. Number 19, Taylor Armadale. Number 21, Kaylee Fredrickson. Number 22, Amanda Lynn Hensley. Number 23, Allie Ellsberger. Number 24, Katie Keegan. Number 25, Peyton Miller. And now starting today for the Knights, a sophomore setter from Marysville, number 5, Anna McNabb. Sophomore outside hitter from Gallia, number 14, Taylor Valentine. Junior outside hitter from Aurora, number 17, Morgan Strink. Senior outside hitter from Painesville, number 18, Rachel Strosky. Sophomore outside hitter from Brookfield, number 20, Jordan DeNorth. A junior middle hitter from Defiance, number 26, Laura Schramm. And Libero, a senior from Mentor, number 1, Rachel Raimondo. The Knights are led by head coach Jason Miller, along with assistants Amanda File and Addie Bart. And now let's meet your Otterbein Cardinals! First the non-starters, number 2, Hillary Sterry. Number 4, Emily Shuck. Number 5, Dasha Briaco. Number 7, Bethany Eipert. Number 8, Tate Epper. Number 9, Lisa DeWeese. Number 14, Alyssa Elsey. Number 15, Taylor Belcher. Number 16, Avery Haley. Number 21, Brett Bay. 22, Navy Kickoff. And number 23, Kaylin Schreier. And starting tonight for the Cardinals, a junior outside hitter from Huron, number 1, Hadley Starrett. A junior setter from Grove City, number 3, Andrea Miller. A junior middle back from Columbus, number 6, Alana Kim Mendenhall. A senior middle hitter from Willard, number 11, Marie Thornton. A junior outside hitter from Athens, number 24, Olivia Harris. A senior middle hitter from Hudson, number 25, Morgan Lovekamp. And a libero, a sophomore from Dublin, number 18, Ashley Leon. The Cardinals led by 11th-year head coach Monica Wright, along with assistants Miranda Freeze, Patrick Curley, and Lauren Ladd. Let's play some volleyball. tonight's game. Heidelberg will serve. Good ball on the line. Taylor. Into the cards up front, down to Rike. Quarter strike. Back to center, Richard. She will serve. Service center, Taylor Otterbein gently inserted out for Heidelberg. Serving is on the strike. Checking back in on front, serving is over the overhand. Ball stays in. It's hit, RBS hit. Here we go. Serving is Olvero. Actually,
Go, serve it!
Sydney Porter back in the serve for the Knights. For the Cards. Hillary Sterling back in the serve. She steps behind the line. For the Knights, she will serve. Corporate partners, Ohio Health, Jen's Pizza, Nationwide Hotel and Conference Center, Courtyard by Marriott, Columbus Worthington, MSA Sport, Education First Credit Union, Roush Honda, Rusty Bucket, BMI Federal Credit Union, Hampton Inn and Suites, and Mental Wine Shop. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Off the curtain, timeout. Heidelberg still serves. Otterbein with the ball. Rike Harris back in, she will serve. Serving is Morgan Strong. Checks back in. Morgan Lowenkamp will serve. Point Heidelberg. Anna McNabb will serve. Checking in is number 20, Jordan Bedore. Marie Thornton checking in. Serving now, Danbury Hill. smartphones now or your computer before game time and visit OtterBeinCardinals.com.
Sorry, rock to the beat for your boys.
After the Otterbein timeout, Heidelberg still serves. City ball with the ball. Miller still in the serve for Otterbein.
lot of seniors last year, but they're still showing their own, holding it.
Oh, and that's a hard thing to lose a lot of
To
seniors.
lose the seniors and still have a solid season the next
Yeah,
year.
that hurts a lot of team to lose a lot of good seniors and then still have a good team there.
Yeah. All right, so to start off this second game, we have Otterbein serving, Olivia Harris back on the line. Nice float to Valentine, to McNabb, up to Valentine, where she will tip, right to Harris, to Miller, and Lowenkamp with the kill. Right there, you saw Libero. She didn't know what to do. She
Oh,
kinda
yeah,
had
she
her
knew
hand.
it.
Yeah.
She knew it. She knew it.
Serve Harris back on the line to serve. To Arbogast, up to McNabb, out to Schrag, where Harris will receive, and out to Starrett from Miller. Will be double blocked by two of the tallest players on Heidelberg's team, Schrag and Budorf. So right now we have Taylor Valentine back on the line to serve for the Student Princes. Over to Hillary Starrett, where Miller will set Lowenkamp, and Lowenkamp will earn that kill. So right now we have Leon leaving the game for a second. And number 15 for the Cardinals, Taylor Belcher, will enter the game for Lowenkamp to serve. Belcher is a freshman from Highland and Marengo High School. And error from Laura Schrag will gain Otterbein's next point. We have Belcher back on the line to serve again. Nice float. Just on the line, right over the libero's hands. Belcher back on the line. Serve to Valentine, up to McNabb, and out to Strosky, to Miller, where Sarah will just make an error and hit that top of the net antenna. Belcher will leave the game for Lowenkamp, and Lowenkamp will then go out for Leon. The libero transitions and subs are just so confusing sometimes. So we have served by Raimondo, and miscommunication from Sarah and Harris in the back. Gaining Heidelberg another point, coming in 4-3. Otterbein leading. Raimondo back on the line to serve. Serve to Harris, and off the knuckles of Harris, over the net and out. Raimondo back on the line to serve again. Serve to Harris. She will pass up to Miller, out to Starrett, where she will tip right over the block. Up by McNabb to Raimondo, and out to Strosky, where she will hit the ball out. And Miller will return to the line to serve. Hillary Starrett leaves the game. Thornton enters back in. And right now we have Thornton, King Mendenhall, and Starrett as our top of the line in the front. Right through the block from Strosky, out to Thornton from Miller, and she will gain a kill off the block.
It's amazing how they put both Starrett sisters into
I
the
know.
game. It's amazing. And they're both really, really amazingly
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, they're both amazing players. They're both coming from Huron, Ohio.
Yeah.
Hadley attended Wright State before this. She's currently a junior. She played 2 years at Wright State, and when she found out Hillary was coming to Otterbein, she figured she'd take a visit too, because she just wasn't finding this the happiness and the right kind of team at Wright State, and that's when she decided to come to Otterbein with her younger sister.
Oh, yeah.
How awesome is it to play alongside of your sister? That's just so cool.
Oh, yeah. I played alongside my brother, and it's the same way.
We have number 4, Sydney Moore, for the Student Princes, back on the line to serve. Serve to Leon, up to Miller, set King Mendenhall, where she will go right over the block with a slight tip. And Hadley Starrett will go back to the line to serve. And Harris will leave the game, and Rike will come in. Starrett serves to Raimondo, up to McNabb, and out to the right side, Morgan Strength. Heidelberg gain that point, and number 19, Taylor Arbogast will enter the game again, back on the line to serve. Right to Hadley Starrett, up to Miller to Thornton, where Raimondo will receive. McNabb, out to Valentine.
So I'm doing social media promotion stuff. Can I get your Twitter handle?
Ashlyn Leone will go back to the line to serve. Serve to Arbogast, up to McNabb. It was just too tight, so she tried to push it over the net, and Otterbein just wasn't ready for it. Number 17,
Hopefully
Morgan Shank
that's
will go
it.
back to the
Hopefully
line to
that's
serve
it. I
for
don't know.
Princess.
I think it's rain. It may be another one. Hold on.
Okay. Miller to Lowenkamp with a pass from String. The free ball from the Princes up to Lowenkamp.
I think so.
Alright.
To Miller to
Hopefully.
Thornton.
Hopefully.
Lots of tips, lots of tips. Heidelberg will lose that point on an off tip. Hillary Starrett will return to the game
Can I
on the back line to serve.
Hi. I'm doing social media promotion. Can I get your Twitter handle?
So we have Starrett returning to the line to serve again. Otterbein is up 11-7. Float serve from Starrett to Libero. Raimondo up to McNabb, out to Valentine, where she will try to go right over the net, and she hits that outside antenna. Starrett returning to the line. And Heidelberg will take that timeout. As you can see, Otterbein has the momentum on their side. They kind of took that first game to kind of get started, get warmed up, and this is where they'll start to dig in, dig deep, and start to make a lead.
So they're coming back strong in this one, as you can see.
Which has kind of been a trend for Otterbein volleyball.
Yep.
After playing for 2 years, I kind of noticed first game was always a little rocky. That's how we got our start. And then we'd come back and win the next 3. So hopefully that's what we'll see today. Sarah back on the line to serve.
It takes a minute for something to like really hit you hard, and you're like, okay, I got to get my head back into this one.
Kill by the Student Princes. Student Princes to serve to Starrett, up to Miller, out to Rike, where she will hit that antenna. You know, this is one of those games I have never seen so many antenna hits in one single volleyball match, and it's only the second game. Which is
Really?
kind of,
I have seen a lot.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know where have you been. I think I've watched a lot of half. I think I've been between middle, high school, and college, and I've seen a lot.
And like I said before, I'm Carly Urkel here with Natasia Edmonds for TNC Media Otterbein Sports, coming from the Rike Center, where Otterbein is taking on the Heidelberg Student Princes. We have Olivia Harris back on the line to serve. Serve to Valentine, up to McNabb, out to Valentine again, where she will tip, out to Harris. Lowenkamp will receive it. Leone up to Miller, out to Starrett, where she'll try to go over the block, but number 5, McNabb, will be right there. Leone up to Miller, out to Lowenkamp, where she'll just knock it over. And a block, solo block by Lowenkamp. That seems to be Lowenkamp's strong point. After playing with her for 2 years, I've noticed that she's a strong middle block.
I mean, the girl's 6 foot. So. The girl's 6 foot. I mean, that's probably her top favorite thing.
And Sarah will kill off the hands of Schrag and Budorf. Timeout on the court from Heidelberg. Otterbein is leading 15-10. We have Harris coming back to the line again to serve. Now this is a tough lineup for Heidelberg as they have the setter coming all the way from the back row up to the front. So we have Arbogast out to McNabb, to Valentine, and she will gain another kill. Number 14 for the Student Princes, Taylor Valentine, is having an amazing match. They're finding her at every spot, and she's capitalizing and making those plays for the Princes. She's on the back line to serve, out to Harris, to Miller, to Sterrett. Sterrett will gain a kill off the hands of Schrag and Gudorf once again.
Whenever Hadley goes to do a spike, they go to block her, and I feel like that's their downfall because they always get a point for it. They always.
She's such a powerful header. We have Belcher on the back line to serve, to Raimondo, up to McNabb. Out to Strusky, where she'll try to tip it to that slight right corner, but just won't. We'll just miss it just a bit by the outside. So Belcher back on the line to serve for Lowenkamp. Nice float to Strosky. There's a little confusion up front from Mendenhall and Sterrett on the block, where Heidelberg would tip it just right over their hands and gain that kill. We have libero number 1, Rachel Raimondo for the Student Princes, back on the line to serve. And Leon will enter the game again as Belcher goes back in for Lowenkamp and Leon in for Lowenkamp. As you can see, Coach McDonald is not too happy with the call on the court. So Raimondo back on the line to serve, to Harris, up to Miller, and then out for a slide from King Mendenhall. Back on the Prince's side, where Sterrett will just be a little late on that block, causing it to go outside of the lines. Raimondo back on the line to serve. We have a block by number 20, Jordan Gudor for the Student Princes, and Raimondo returns back to the line to serve. Number 18 will try to twist it. Rachel Strosky down the line, and she'll just miss it by a few inches, and Otterbein will gain that point. Number 3, Andrea Miller back to the line to serve for the Cardinals. Out to Valentine, up to McNabb, and out to Strosky, where she'll find that back corner right in between Harris and Leon. Number 4, Sydney Moore, returns to the game for the Student Princes, and she'll head to the back line to serve. Otterbein is up 18-15. Serve from Moore to Leon, up to Miller for a quick set to King Mendenhall. Otterbein is just being a few seconds late on these blocks, which is causing the ball to go just outside the lines. They want to keep this lead right here from Sterrett up to Miller, out to Sterrett again. Heidelberg out to Strosky, with Otterbein to Miller to Sterrett, and she'll find that deep corner, but number 1, Raimondo, will be there to receive. And Thornton with the kill off the arms of number 1, Rachel Raimondo. We have Rike returning to the game for Harris, and Hadley Starrett back on the line to serve. Nice float from Starrett to Raimondo, up to McNabb. Out to Strength for the Student Princes. Free ball from Otterbein back to the Princes. From McNabb up to Strosky, and a nice double block from Thornton and King Mendenhall. Solo block from Thornton. Well, they'll go back to the right for Strength. And Valentine coming from the back row to Starrett, and the Student Princes will earn that point off the block of Strosky. We have number 19, Taylor Arbogast, back on the line to serve for the Student Princes. Otterbein is still leading 19-17. They'll want to keep this lead right here. Serve to Leone, up to Miller, out to Brieko. And then set to Strength from McNabb. Miller with the set to Thornton, and she'll pop it over. McNabb with the set to Strength, and she'll find that back deep corner. So Otterbein currently holds a 1-point lead. Arbogast back on the line to serve. They'll want to get this point right here. Serve from Arbogast to Starrett, from Miller to Thornton, where they'll get the block. Out to Brieko. McNabb with the set to Valentine, and they're going to call a double. We have Leone back on the line to serve. Lowenkamp back in the game for Mendenhall. Serve from Arbogast up to McNabb to Valentine, where Miller will set Thornton, and she'll get a kill off the hands in between the block. Otterbein just 4 points away from closing out the second game of this match. Serve from Leone to Arbogast, up to McNabb, out to Valentine, where she'll tip, try to find that middle of the court, where Brieko and Miller will kind of just be a little late on it. We have number 17, Morgan Strength, back on the line to serve. Serve to Starrett, up to Miller, to Lowenkamp, or Thornton, I mean. Miller will take the first ball, Leone will step in for the second, and Starrett with a kill from the back row. Pass from Raimondo up to McNabb, out to Valentine. Brieko with an attempt and just a long shot. Otterbein leading 22-20 in the second game here. We have number 5, Anna McNabb, back on the line to serve for the Student Princes. Serve to Starrett, up to Miller with a nice tip from Lowenkamp, where number 19, Arbogast will just find it. Back row kill again from Starrett. As you can see, she is one of their stronger hitters, and they're going to find her when they need her. She's their outlet. We have Olivia Harris back in the game to serve for Dasha Brieko. Serve from Harris to Valentine, up to McNabb, where she'll go out to Valentine again, and Leon will find that pass. Free ball from the Cardinals to the Princes, and Otterbein will capitalize on that point. 24-20 game point. Harris back on the line to serve. Serve from Harris to Arbogast, up to McNabb. Tip from their middle. Lowenkamp will receive. Slide Lowenkamp, and it's just out. Student Princes will gain that point, and Otterbein will still lead 24-21. They'll want to get it back right here. Serve coming from Taylor Valentine from the Student Princes. Serve to Leone, up to Miller, out to Starrett, where she'll just a little bit of miscommunication. And Coach Wright will take this timeout for the Cardinals. So we're cutting it a little close.
Cutting it a little close.
22-24.
Cutting it a little close. I'm like, wait a minute. They brought it back this time. So, like, that's what they needed. Somebody had a little pep talk down there. I told you, somebody had a little pep talk down there.
Yeah, Otterbein is full of leaders. They're kind of coming off of a rebuilding year. They have a lot of upperclassmen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looked like they got a strong coach down there. So,
yeah, coming off her, I think this is her 11th season. Yeah. Coach Wright is in her 11th season here at Otterbein. She just got 200 wins about two weeks ago.
Jeez.
I know. I know. What an accomplishment. We have number 14 for the student princess, Taylor Valentine, back on the line to serve. And she'll serve to Leone, up to Miller, out to Starrett, with a block from Schrag and Gudorf, where Lowenkamp will try to get a kill and just miss it by a little. Valentine returns to the line to serve. Heidelberg is trailing 23-24. So we have to win by 2, so it's crucial that Otterbein gets this point right here. And kill by Lowenkamp, just in the back corner.
She got him. She got him. I think what scared them just a little bit, not really scared, but what got them is Valentine. Valentine, whenever she gets up to serve, they back off.
They know she's their key player.
They know. So they kind of like back off a little bit, and their mindset turns to a totally different thing, and their plays just like they downgrade just a little bit, and they play a little bit differently, and then a different server comes up, and they play like they used to, and it's like something.
Exactly.
It's a different mindset. So it's kind of like Valentine is a really good server, but they shouldn't like change completely how they play. So it's like, yeah, I seen it.
So we're heading into game 3 of the match. Otterbein and Heidelberg tied 1-1. And again, I'm Carly Rike here with Natasia Edmonds here for Otterbein Sports at TNC Media. I'm excited to see what Heidelberg will do this game, coming off of that close loss in the second game, and how Otterbein will respond after winning that one.
I think at this point, since they're both 1-1, they're going to be competing the same way, and this match is going to be so, I think, hilarious, but yet fun. Because it's just going to be like a whole, at this point, a really good competition, and it's just like we don't know what to expect.
You'll see both teams pulling out all their
energy,
all their tricks.
Like, probably somebody's going to shoot out a bird. We don't know what's going to happen. Like, it's going to be hilarious, but we're just going to be like, okay, like, somebody's going to bring something new to the table, and we don't even know what's going to happen. Then, like, Valentine may do some trick with her serve, and we don't, like, her team didn't even know she had that. So something new may come up. Like I said, somebody may turn into Spider-Man. Who knows?
All right, Heidelberg will start this game off with a serve. So we have Starrett, Miller, and Lowenkamp up in the front to start off game 3, and Harris, Starrett, and Leone in the back. We have number 5, Anna McNabb, back on the line to serve for the Student Princes to start off game 3. start off the game, Lowenkamp will get a kill in that back corner.
Lowenkamp has been kicking butt this whole entire match.
We have Belcher coming in for Lowenkamp to serve. Nice jump float from Belcher up to Arbogast, out to McNabb, where number 1, Raimondo, will take a whack at it from the back row. Tip from Mendenhall. And kill for Schrag of the Student Princes off the hands of King, Mendenhall, and Starrett. Taylor Valentine back on the line to serve for the Student Princes. She'll lose the ball there for a second off the shoe. I've done that before.
I mean, have you ever lost your shoe on the court trying to get the ball?
I have.
I've done that
Stepped
too.
on my
Like,
shoe
oh,
and
crap.
took it off. Yep. Serve from Valentine to Harris, up to Miller, out to Starrett, where she will find the arms of Valentine and she will not be able to return it. Miller back on the line to serve for the Cardinals. They're up 2-1. Serve from Miller to Valentine, up to McNabb, out to Budorf. And they're going to call Mendenhall in the net. Student Princes will receive the serve. Raimondo with the serve to Starrett, up to Miller, out to Thornton. Well, she will find Raimondo on the other side. Attempt from Strosky, where the Mendenhall-Thornton block just won't be able to capitalize. Raimondo back on the line to serve for the Student Princes. Serve to Harris, to Miller, to Mendenhall. Out to Strosky, where Thornton Mendenhall will block and gain the point for the Cardinals. Brieko returns to the game for Harris, and we have Hadley Starrett back on the line to serve. Currently tied 3-3. Serve from Starrett to Valentine, up to McNabb, out to Strosky, off the hands of Mendenhall. To Brieko. Brieko to Starrett. She'll send a free ball over to Valentine, up to McNabb, out to Strosky, where she will not find the court, just be a little short. Starrett back on the line to serve. Serve to Raimondo, up to McNabb, out to Strosky again, where she will powerhouse that one right out, and Starrett will turn to the line to serve. You can see the frustration on the Heidelberg coach's face. Up to McNabb to strength, and she'll gain that kill. Number 4, Sydney Moore returns to the game for the Student Princes, and she'll head to the back line to serve. Serve to Leone. She will just kind of have a little bit of hesitancy there, miss it. We have Moore returning to the back line to serve once again. Serve to Leone, out to Miller to Thornton, up to McNabb to strength, and she'll find that back corner. Heidelberg now up 6-5. Moore back on the line to serve again. Serve to Leone, to Miller, to what I think was going to be a set to Mendenhall, but just a little bit of miscommunication yet again. The ball will stay on Otterbein side, gaining another point for the Student Princes. Moore with the serve to Leone, up to Miller, out to Thornton, where she'll earn a kill off the hands of Valentine. Otterbein trailing by just 1 point, 6-7. Leone on the back line to serve for the Cardinals. Serve to Raimondo, up to McNabb, out to strength, where it'll go off the hands of Starrett. We have 19. Taylor Arbogast back in the game for the Student Princes. She'll head to the back line to serve. Serve to Brieko, up to Leon, to Starrett from the back row. McNabb with the set to number 17, Morgan Strength, and an attempt by Dasha. Brieko will just go a little far outside. Arbogast back on the line to serve again. Pass to Miller, up to Lowenkamp, and they'll get a block off the hands of Strength. Otterbein now trailing 6-10 here in the third game. Set up to Miller to Lowenkamp, where the Cardinals will earn that kill. And Hillary Starrett will return to the game for Marie Thornton and back to the line to serve. Jump float from Starrett to Arbogast, up to McNabb, out to Valentine. Well, she'll go off the hands of Morgan Lowenkamp to Dasha Brieko, where she'll find that middle of the court. Starrett back on the line to serve. Float to 17. Morgan Strength, which she'll attempt for a kill. Up to Miller, where Lowenkamp will tip it right over the block. Valentine with the tip. And Strength with the miss hit into the net. Otterbein now trailing only by 1. And Starrett back on the line to serve again. Float serve to Raimondo, up to McNabb, out to Valentine, where Lowenkamp will get the block on that one. Over by McNabb. Miller out to Lowenkamp with the slide, and off the hands of number 4, Sydney Moore. Like I said before, Lowenkamp likes those deep back corners, and she'll find those all day. Starrett back on the line to serve. Float to Arbogast, up to McNabb, out to Strength, and that'll be a double block from Brieko and Lowenkamp. And a back row set. Starrett just won't get over the net. And Heidelberg gain that point. Number 17, Morgan Strength back in the line to serve to Starrett, up to Miller, out to Brieko. She'll get through that block, and Miller will go with the one-handed attempt and gain the kill for the Cardinals. Harris returns to the game for Brieko and heads to the back line to serve. Serve from Olivia Harris to Sydney Moore, up to McNabb, out to Valentine. Nice dig by Harris. And beautiful dig by Raimondo for the Student Princes from Lowenkamp. Lowenkamp up to Miller, out to Starrett in the middle, and she will gain that kill and find that cross section in between the middle and left back for the Student Princes. Otterbein now leading 12-11, and Heidelberg taking their first time out of the match. This is really where Coach Wright really wants them to dig in, start getting a lead, pull away from their opponent in this match. And you can see the frustration on the Heidelberg coach's face because he knows that they can do it.
Happy right now.
This is his 18th season, Coach Jason Miller. Again, my name's Carly Durko, and I'm here with Natasia Edmonds here for Otterbein Sports with TNC Media. Tonight, you can catch the game on Woven as the Otterbein Cardinals take on the Heidelberg Student Princes at Heidelberg at 7 p.m. Our next live broadcast for TNC will be next Saturday as the Cardinals take on the Bolden Wallace Yellow Jackets here at home in the Courtright Stadium. A little bit of miscommunication on Heidelberg's side. Gaining Otterbein another point. Harris on the back line to serve. Harris with the serve to Arbogast, up to McNabb, out to Schrag, where she'll find Harris on the other side. Miller out to Starrett, where she won't be able to capitalize and just miss it right under the net. Number 5 for the Student Princes, Anna McNabb returns to the back line to serve. Serve to Hillary Starrett, up to Miller, out to Lowenkamp, where Lowenkamp will go off the arms of Raimondo. Heidelberg's libero is like, just knows she needs to be there, but she's just a tad second late, so she's just missing these balls by just a split second. Belcher returns to the game to serve for Lowenkamp. Nice float to Arbogast, up to McNabb, where she'll go out and find Valentine. Harris up to Miller, where Miller will find Mendenhall, and she'll bust through that block. Belcher back on the line to serve. Otterbein leading 15-12 here. Serve to Arbogast, up to McNabb, to Schrag, with a solo block from Hadley Starrett. Otterbein starting to pull away here. Belcher on the back line to serve. Valentine up from Belcher. Beautiful pancake. Pass from Belcher. She's really playing defense hard. Free ball from the Cardinals over to the Princes, where McNabb will find Valentine off the block to the hands of Belcher, from Miller to Starrett. Starrett will find Arbogast on the other side. McNabb out to Valentine once again, and she'll find that deep back corner. Number 18, Rachel Ostrowski enters the game for number 19, Taylor Arbogast. Number 14, Valentine back on the line to serve. Serve to Harris, up to Miller, to find Starrett, off the arms of Valentine. That's happened quite a few times from Starrett to Valentine. You can see how frustrated Valentine's getting because she knows that she's heading for her every time.
Yeah.
Miller back on the line to serve.
I think at this point, Otterbein done figured out how to how to get
capitalize.
it. Yeah, how to get against her.
By Thornton and Mendenhall. Miller on the back line to serve. Otterbein leading 18-13. Pass from Ostrowski, from McNabb to Schrag, off the arms of Ashlyn Leone, and the Student Princes will gain that point. And number 1, Rachel Raimondo, their Obero, will head to the back line to serve. Nice short serve up to Harris, from Miller to Starrett. Off the block from Harris. Mendenhall will send that free ball over to that deep corner. Mondo up to McNabb, off the hands of Starrett and Mendenhall, going out to Thornton. And they'll tip it right over. Miller with the first pass. Leon will take the second, out to Starrett. They're going to go out to Ostrowski, and she'll be outside of that antenna. Otterbein gains that point, and Rike will enter the game again for Miller, and Starrett will head to the back line to serve. Otterbein leading 19-14 in the third game here. Teams are tied 1-1. Starrett to Valentine. Strength with an attempt and kill off the hands of Mendenhall and Thornton. Moore on the back line to serve for the Student Princess. She'll go short, up to Miller, to Brieko with a kill off the hands of Moore. Lowenkamp enters the game again for King Mendenhall, and Leone heads to the back line to serve. We're leading 20-15 here in the third set. Leone with the serve to Valentine, up to McNabb, and out to Strength, where she will just miss that back line. We have a timeout. Heidelberg taking their second timeout of the match. Otterbein just 4 points away from capitalizing on this third game.
Just cutting it close, and I don't think Heidelberg is getting happy.
You can see the frustration. They're trying to hit those spots that they were hitting in the first game. And
Yeah.
Otterbein knows that that's what they had to pick up.
Yeah, after the first game now, people start to know where the trigger point's at. It takes the first time to know that that's where they're comfortable at because that's your routine. You do it so many times. And so that's where some people fail to see that people are going to memorize your routine. Once they memorize your routine, you're kind of screwed after that. You need to get a new routine. And I think that's where they need to break that routine after the second match, and then you can go back to your next routine towards the third game. You can go back to your routine, switch it up on them.
Leon on the back line to serve. Serve to Valentine, up to McNabb, where she finds strength. And off the hands of Leon, just a little short for Miller. Won't be able to get there in time, and Heidelberg takes that point. Arbogast back in the game for Strosky, and she'll head to the back line to serve. Pass from Brieko up to Miller, out to Lowenkamp. Well, she'll just tip right over the block. Valentine will do the same. Miller to Lowenkamp once again. It'll go off the hands of the block, and Lowenkamp will gain that point. Serve from Starrett, up to McNabb and strength. We'll get that point off the hands of Lowenkamp and Brieko. Serve from strength with a nice roll shot from Lowenkamp, an assist for Miller. Harris returns to the game for Brieko and heads to the back line to serve. Otterbein leading 23-17 here in the third game. Serve from Harris to Arbogast, up to McNabb, where she'll go out to find Valentine. It'll just go off the hands of Lowenkamp. McNabb returns to the back line to serve, and Moore exits the game, and Gudarf returns. Number 5, McNabb with the serve to Harris, up to Miller, to Starrett. She'll come out of the middle. Up to McNabb again. Nice dig by Leon. Up to Starrett again, where she'll be just outside that line. Otterbein still leading 23-19. McNabb on the back line to serve. Serve to Harris with a little bit miscommunication from Hillary Starrett and Olivia Harris in the back. And Otterbein will take their second timeout of the match. You know, it's so easy to blow this 3-point lead right here.
Yeah.
Especially at the end of the game. Heidelberg has that momentum on their side. They have the serve. This is really where Otterbein will want to get that serve back, get a nice pass. You can see how frustrated Coach Wright is getting. Both teams want this one bad. All right, and we'll have McNabb returning to the back line to serve again. McNabb with the serve to Starrett, up to Miller, where she'll find Lowenkamp, and miss-hit by Lowenkamp. She wanted that one bad.
You can see it in her, just see it in the lunge. She had it. She had it.
McNabb on the back line to serve, and she'll go short into the net. Otterbein just 1 point away from capitalizing on this third game. And Belcher will enter the game for Lowenkamp, and Lowenkamp will enter for Leon. Or Mendenhall will enter for Leon. Belcher on the back line to serve. Jump float to Valentine, which will find McNabb going up to Schrag. She will find a short kill. Belcher leaving the game and Lowenkamp re-entering to then go in for Leon. We have number 14, Taylor Valentine on the back line to serve. Student Princes are trailing 22-24. Pass to Miller from Harris. Ostrowski will head over the block. Miller up to Sterrett, which she'll go off the block, off the hands of McNabb, and free ball from the Student Princes to the Cardinals. Miller will try for that second ball kill and be blocked by number 26, Laura Schrag. When you have that girl that's 6'2" in the middle and you're coming out of the front, it's kind of hard. And she'll hit that again. And Heidelberg.
I think that their Otterbein showing some frustration. It's killing them. It's killing them.
Otterbein showing their
all of them. It's all of them. All of them at this point. They're showing some frustration, and it's killing them all.
Heidelberg has tied up the match here, 24-24 in Game 3. Both teams are tied 1-1 in the series. And like I said before, Otterbein's sitting alone at the top of the conference with a 4-0 record in the OAC. And Heidelberg is sitting 6th at 1-3.
Yeah, as long as they drop the frustration, they can get this last point. That's all they need. Yeah, right now I looked over and I'm like, all of them was just like, dang it. And that's all they need to do.
Valentine will return to the back line to serve. Heidelberg's key player here. Serve to Harris, up to Miller, which will find Sterrett, and she'll go off the block. And Heidelberg will gain that point. You can see Heidelberg has all the momentum right now. And they're going to use it to their advantage.
Right, right.
It's crucial that Otterbein get this point right here. Serve to Sterrett, up to Miller, to Mendenhall, where Miller will try for that second ball kill. Pass from Leon to Sterrett. Off the shoulders of Ostrowski from Sterrett. She wanted that one bad. You could see it. Miller will return to the back line to serve. All tied up here, 25-25. Serve from Miller to Valentine. And they're going to call 4 hits on that for the Student Princes. And Otterbein now leads 26-25 with Miller on the back line to serve. Arbogast will go in for number 18, Rachel Ostrowski. Serve from Miller. Out, just out, and Heidelberg return to the line to serve. Number 1, Rachel Raimondo. And once again, they have tied the game, 26-26. Serve from Raimondo to Harris. From Lowenkamp to Harris. Or Thornton to Harris. Where Strength will gain that kill for the Student Princes. Number 1, Raimondo on the back line to serve once again. Game at 27-26. Leon up to Miller, out to Thornton, or King Mendenhall. She'll find that back corner and get that kill. And we have Hadley Sterrett going into the back line to serve. And Olivia Harris in the front. Sterrett with the serve, up to McNabb, where they'll find Miller. Thornton with the tip. McNabb out to Arbogast, where Thornton will just not quite turn the ball in. And the Student Princes are now leading 28-27. This is one of those back and forth endings.
Right. It's just like everyone is kind of like
On edge, tension's high. Miller. And Harris will hit that ball just outside the line. And Heidelberg will take the third game, now leading 2-1 in the series. So we're heading into game 4 as the Otterbein Cardinals take on the Student Princes.
man, that was a lot of tension.
Yep, this game 4 is really crucial for the Cardinals. They're going to need to capitalize, jump out early. 'Cause if not, Heidelberg has all the momentum right now.
Yeah, like I said, just looking at the players on the court and you've seen that they were a little bit frustrated, and then you look at their teammates just standing there. You've seen their faces. All of them are frustrated as well. Once the people on the court are frustrated and the people on the street are people sitting down are frustrated, everybody's frustrated. Everybody's done at that point, and it's like it's a never-ending game. And like, you need the people who are sitting down, you need them to kind of get them up. So it's like that's what kind of got them down on some points. That's part of the reason that got them down. They needed their teammates to build them up just a little bit.
Yeah, you can kind of tell they're all kind of frustrated. And looking at the record, this just isn't like them this season.
Right.
They're a strong team.
Really strong team. I mean, to have a record like this?
She will go off the hands of Thornton. Valentine heads to the back line to serve for the Student Princes. Serve to Leone, up to Miller, out to Brieko, where she will be blocked by Jordan Gudarf and Laura Schrag up in the front for the Student Princes. Valentine back in the line to serve. Serve from Valentine off the arms of Brieko, out to Starrett in the back. McNabb out to Arbogast, off the hands of Hadley Starrett. Heidelberg currently with the 3-0 lead, starting the 4th game off. Valentine with the serve. where King Mendenhall will find that left line on the Student Princess side, and Leon will head to the back line to serve. Leon with the jump serve. Up to Valentine, out to McNabb, where Arbogast will just be a little long on that. Leon returns to the back to serve. Float from Leon, out to Valentine, up to McNabb, where she will find number 20, Jordan Goodorf. And Goodorf with the kill, and number 1, Rachel Romano, will return to the back line to serve for the Student Princes. Serve to Dasha Barreco, up to Miller, where she will find Sarah in the back row. She'll gain that kill for the Otterbein Cardinals. And Hillary Sarah will enter the game for Marie Thornton. Heads to the back line to serve. Gonna have to wipe up the court.
I mean, after so many falls, it gets a little slippery.
Steer it on the back line to serve. Nice float to Valentine, up to McNabb, where she will go for Arbogast on the outside, and she'll just be a little long. Sarah will turn to the back line to serve once again. Otterbein now tied it up at 4-4. Float from Sterrett to Arbogast, where she will go out to McNabb and find strength, and she will find that back corner in between Sterrett and Leon. Number 4, Sydney Moore on the back line to serve for the Student Princes, where she will find that nice deep corner on the line and fake out Sterrett. Moore on the back line to serve once again. Serve to Hillary Sterrett, up to Miller, out to Barreco. And she will just be a little outside. Valentine from the back row up to Leon, to Miller, to Lowenkamp, where she'll find that short tip right over the block. Olivia Harris will return to the game for Dasha Barreco. She'll head to the back line to serve. Jump float from Harris up to Raimondo, up to McNabb, where she'll go for Arbogast on the outside. Nice double block by Lowenkamp and Miller. And they're going to call number 3, Andrea Miller, in the net. Student Princess will take that point. Number 19, Arbogast, will head to the back line to serve for the Student Princess, where they lead 8-5. Harris with the pass up to Miller, out to Lowenkamp. Miller again with the set to Harris in the back row. McNabb finds strength. Leon will go out to number 1, Hadley Sterrett on the outside. Valentine with the tip in the back corner. Leon picks that up. We'll go out again to Hadley. McNabb will go for strength. Leon out to Sterrett once again on the outside. Go for Valentine with the tip on the outside with a nice pickup by Olivia Harris. Harris again with a nice tip pickup. Gonna go with Miller out to Hadley, where she'll go for that deep corner. Arbogast will be there. And strength into the net. Otterbein will take that point. And Belcher will enter the game for Lowenkamp and King Mendenhall for Leon. Belcher heads to the back line to serve. Belcher with the float to Arbogast, up to McNabb, where she'll go out and try to find Valentine. Harris with the pass up to Miller, and King Mendenhall with the slide from behind. Belcher heads to the back line to serve once again. Belcher into the net. Lowenkamp will enter the game for Belcher once again and then head back out for Leon. We have number 17, Morgan Strength on the back line for the Student Princes, serving. Float to Hillary Sarah, up to Miller, out to Hadley Sarah on the outside, which will just be a little far. Strength on the back line once again. Harris coming from the back row. McNabb finds Strength in the back row, where Schrag just won't be able to pick that off the block of Starrett and King Mendenhall. Hillary Sarah exits the game and Marie Thornton comes back in with Andrea Miller on the back line to serve once again. Otterbein trailing 8-10. Up to McNabb. She'll try to find Schrag, and Schrag will just be a little far outside. Miller on the back line to serve once again. Trailing by just 1 point here. Raimondo up to McNabb, out to Valentine, and she will go off the hands of Miller. Student Princes gain that point, and you'll see more exiting the game for Gudarf and McNabb heading to the back line to serve. Student Princes are leading 11-9 here in the fourth set. Pass from Harris up to Miller, where she'll go out to Starrett. The libero set up the outside. And she'll go off the hands of the block of Thorin and King Mendenhall. Student Princes are starting to pull away here. Serve from McNabb to Harris, where Leon will take that second ball and try to go out to Starrett. Finds Arbogast up to McNabb. Lowenkamp with that nice backhand over the net. I don't even think she knew what she was doing there.
I don't think anybody knew what she was doing. She kind of was just like, here, take it.
Hadley Starrett on the back line to serve for the Cardinals. Again, Heidelberg will have to wipe up that court. Starrett with the serve to Arbogast, up to McNabb, where she'll try to find Schrag for the nice tip. Miller's going to go out to Bethany Eiper, who entered the game. We have number 14, Taylor Valentine, headed to the back line to serve for the Student Princes. Serve to Leon, where she'll just overrun it. And will go off her arms. The Student Princes will get that ace. Otterbein now taking their first time out of the fourth set. And again, I'm Carly Durko here with Natasia Edmonds here for TNC Media. Our next live broadcast will be next Saturday as the Otterbein Cardinals take on the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets here at home in football. Tonight you can catch the Otterbein Cardinals take on the Heidelberg Student Princes here, or at Heidelberg, at 7 p.m. And that'll be broadcasted on Woven. Otterbein now trailing 10-14 here in the fourth set, where Heidelberg is up 2-1 in the series. We have number 14, Taylor Valentine returning to the back line to serve for the Student Princes. Pass from Leon right over the net, where Schrag will get that nice solo block. Valentine back to serve. Serve to Leon to Miller, where she'll find Thornton, and Thornton will bust through that double block of Schrag and Strosky. Leon will go to the back line to serve, and Mendenhall will exit the game for Lowenkamp. Out to Schrag, where Miller will dig that ball. We'll have Lowenkamp take the second. Thornton with the free ball over. Tip from Strosky right into Lowenkamp's hands, which will earn that solo block. And Leon will go back to the line to serve. Otterbein trailing 12-15 here. Nice serve from Leon up to McNabb, where she'll find Strosky. And she'll hit that nice deep line. Raimondo returns to the back line to serve for the Student Princess. Serve to Starrett. Thornton will take that second ball. McNabb will set Strosky on the outside, off the hands of Starrett. We'll have Lowenkamp take that free ball over. Strength with a attempt. Starrett with the overpass. McNabb tries to find Strosky again. Thornton with the solo block. We'll go up with Thornton, with Lowenkamp and Eipert, where they'll earn that double block. Otterbein trailing 13-16 here. Thornton will exit the game, and Starrett will come back in to serve. Float from Starrett to Valentine, up to McNabb, where she'll try to find strength, and she will find that nice middle of the court spot. Sydney Moore checking back into the game. She'll go to the back line to serve. And they're going to call that one out. Harris will return to the game for Eipert and head to the back line to serve. Otterbein trailing 14-17. We have Lowenkamp, Hadley, Starrett, and Miller up in the front. McNabb will find Strosky, and she'll find that deep white corner. Arbogast will head back into the game to serve for number 18, Rachel Strosky. Float to Harris, where Miller will find Lowenkamp. Ball from Strength over to Leona Miller, then to Harris. McNabb with a set outside, out to Valentine. Will go off the hands of Miller. Otterbein is now taking their second timeout of the game. Like I said before, Heidelberg is up 2-1 in this series, and they're leading 19-14 right now. Otterbein's kind of falling apart here. A lot of miscommunication. Arbogast returning to the back line to serve for the Student Princess. Arbogast with the serve to Harris, up to Miller. Lowenkamp will go off the hands of Strength and Valentine. Nice up by Andrea Miller. McNabb will find Strength, and they will find that. They are now leading 20-14 here in the fourth. Arbogast on the back line to serve for the Student Princess. Serve to Harris, up to Miller, out to Lowenkamp, which will go off the hands of Sydney Moore. Belcher will enter the game for Lowenkamp, and King Mendenhall for Leon. Belcher will head to the back line to serve. Belcher with the serve. Valentine will find that deep corner once again. And Betcher will now exit the game. Lowenkamp then exiting for Leon. We have Morgan Strength on the back line to serve for the Student Princes as they lead 21-15 here in the fourth. Pass from Harris up to Miller, out to Sterrett. Well, she'll go off the arms of Taylor Arbogast. That was a nice hit.
Yeah.
Imagine receiving that. Miller on the back line to serve for the Cardinals. She'll go to Raimondo, up to McNabb, where Valentine will go right over the block. Miller will receive it. McNabb out to Strength, or Shrag, and she'll hit that nice cross-court cut. Heidelberg now leading 22-16 here in the fourth. We have number 5, Anna McNabb, on the back line to serve for the Student Princes. Serve to Harris, or Harris will come out of the back row. McNabb to number 20, Jordan Gudoff, and they will be blocked by King Mendenhall and Sterrett. Sterrett will go to the back line to serve, and Eifert will return to the game for Harris. Otterbein trailing 17-22 here. Nice float from Sterrett to Raimondo. McNabb will find Shrag in the middle. She'll find that nice cross section in between the middle and right back. Taylor Valentine for the Student Princes will head to the back line to serve. Serve to Leon. Up to Miller, where she'll go for King Mendenhall, and she'll just be a little late on that. Heidelberg now just 1 point away from capitalizing on this game. Valentine back to serve. Serve to Leon. Miller to Thornton. Well, she will get a kill off the hands of Gudorf and Strosky. Leon will head to the back line to serve as Otterbein trails 18-24. Float serve from Leon to Raimondo, up to McNabb, where she will go for Shrag. Shrag will go off the hands of Sterrett and will go with a free ball for Miller. Valentine with the, and Strosky into the net. Otterbein will gain the next point, and Leon will head back to the line to serve.
I would be super surprised if they get these points up. I would be surprised.
And we have an ace from Ashlyn Leon for the Cardinals, and Heidelberg will take this timeout. Otterbein just trailing by 4 here in the fourth.
Look at that surprising turnout. Look at that surprising turnout. 20-24. Like, where'd that come from? I will be highly surprised if they bring those points
It's
up.
happened. It's happened.
And it has happened before. But it's like that intenseness where it's just like 1 minute, yeah, we win it. Next thing you know, you're like, wait, what just happened?
Right, right. Leon will head to the back line to serve for the Cardinals. Nothing can hit the floor for these Cardinals in these next 4 points. Leon with the serve to Raimondo, up to McNabb, where she will go out for Strosky. And Strosky will go off the hands of Thornton Lowenkamp, winning the game. Taking a 3-1 win over the Otterbein Cardinals. Heidelberg was sitting 6th in the conference, and Otterbein at the top. Otterbein now 4-1 in the OAC, and Heidelberg 2-3. This was a big win for the Heidelberg Student Princes.
Man, that was intense.
And again, this was Carly Durko and Atasia Edmonds here for TNC Media.